A number of years ago, I got a call from some potential clients from New York. And they said, we just bought a tract home, but we'd like to make it a little bit more transitional, actually even on the edge of modern. So back then, this was kind of new. We were just heading in this direction. All the Tuscan stuff, the Mediterranean was over, or starting to be over. It was really big actually. So I was delighted to have a more modern project to do. What I'm going to show you today is what I did with their very, very drab, very boring dining room to make it not only pretty amazing, but an absolute wow when you walked in their home.
Whoa! Wow!
The cool thing about this project is I actually have footage of it. It was back in the day when I was just starting to film things, but it's never been seen on YouTube. This is the dining room that the clients wanted to have remodeled. I like to take my window treatments up to the ceiling. I also knew that I was going to get rid of this border wallpaper. That was definitely out. There is nothing here that we should keep. They wanted to keep their dining room table. Yeah. And they wanted to keep their carpet. Yeah. But those window treatments, they had potential. If I take that fabric, you see here on the side how it kind of rolls down and down, and I unfurl it, I could actually move these window treatments up, cut them off, do a modified window treatment with this, and reuse a little bit of that fabric within the new window treatments. Things like that are what make your clients love you. So let me show you how this room is laid out. You walk into the house this direction, there's a staircase next to you, and then right here was that three-sided fireplace, and then this wall came around here like this and down like this, and then it actually turned this way. So the dining room was here, fireplace here, and the thing that bothered me about this fireplace is look how low the opening is. It's really a long, very low opening to that fireplace, and I felt like it could be so much more interesting and exciting. With the challenge of having to reuse the same dining room table and chairs, I said, okay, we can do this. At this time, geometric fabrics were just coming into play. I thought this would really look good on the dining room chairs. It's like putting a little barn on the old paint. I did some searching as to what kind of materials I could use on a fireplace, and I found this amazing wave tile. Here they actually have LED lights that change colors, but we thought maybe that was a little disco for the family home. But they loved this wave tile and decided this modular arts material would be what we would use for the fireplace. The first thing they had to do was demolition to get all that out. I think, you know, once you get pea green off the wall, it's got to look good, right? We got rid of all the tile here, and we actually put in a brand new fireplace. My mother calls it skooky. Today's the last day of the install, and everyone's already at the house. I know, look at my hair. Times have changed, and I think for the better. Here you can see the panels actually going in. Once you get your panels on, you need to add mud to these. It's not real mud, but it's like a plaster kind of mud. And that fills in those seams so that it's all very continuous and smooth. But that meant that the corners needed to be done, and no one was willing to do it, but guess who? Grayson. He can do anything. And Grayson, you need to get some sleep. How good that looks? I didn't even change the carpet, and it looks completely different, doesn't it? Yep, we added a bubble chandelier. They're all separated by cardboard. This thing is fragile, but oh so amazing.
Whoa! Wow!
What I wanted to do that would really add something I felt like was put a buffet at the back wall. I actually bought two, and I put one here, and I put one here. When you can't do custom, take two pieces and push them together, and you'll get the look that you're after. That now made up one large buffet, and even though it was an inexpensive piece of furniture, you never knew it.
That is a tremendous walk-in experience, wow.
Look at the fireplace before and after. Incredible. Notice this, I used orange fiberglass and an orange vase. It seems counterintuitive, but wow, what an impact. I actually had my workroom put reeds in these valances so that they still look like they were pleated, although they were not, and that gave us that extra fabric. Leave me a comment and tell me, if I hadn't pointed out that I reused that same fabric on the window treatments, would you have ever thought that? Can I just tell you, when the clients walked into the house and saw their new home for the first time, said I knocked it out of the park. Yep, kind of athletic.
It's a home run.
It's finally the house that I wanted it to be. Instead of just walls, you know, it's a house.
Leave me a comment and tell me, what did you like best about this? Would you have used orange as an accent color? Would you have thought of that? Would you have thought to take those window treatments, cut them up, and use them in a different way? Would you have thought to put a bubble chandelier over that dining room table? Well, I hope the answer is no, because if you'd have thought of it, then I'm gonna be out of a job, aren't I? All right, you guys, I will see you guys next time. Remember to subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment, and we will see you next week. Someone said that, actually they didn't even comment on the video. They said, I cannot stand your nails. Yeah. I was like, number one, that's rude. Number two, why? Number three, if that's the worst thing you have to say about me, then I'm doing pretty good.